Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be diving into the exciting world of superheroes with a review of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. This is a movie that has eagerly been anticipated by Marvel fans, and I'm here to give you my opinion on it. But don't worry, I won't spoil anything for you. I want to give you a taste of what to expect without ruining the experience. This is going to be a purely opinionated review, so I encourage you to share your thoughts and feelings about the movie in the comment section. In addition to my Ant-Man review, I have some exciting plans for my channel. I'll be starting a Jedi Survivor playthrough series, as well as more movie and TV show reviews, so stay tuned. So let's get started. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump into this review of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. The first segment of this review is acting and characters. Let's start with Paul Rudd as Scott Lang. As usual, Rudd delivers a charming and humorous performance as Ant-Man. He's the heart of the movie, and his chemistry with Evangeline Lilly's Hope is still a highlight. Speaking of Hope, it's great to see her fully take on the mantle of the Wasp in this movie. She's a dissident fighter and has some impressive action sequences. It is interesting to see how her dynamic with her father, Hank Pym, and her relationship has evolved since the first movie. Now, let's talk about Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. He's a fascinating villain, and Majors gives a captivating performance. It's refreshing to see a villain who isn't just evil for the sake of it, but has a complex backstory and motivations. He's a worthy addition to the MCU's roster of villains. Catherine Newton's portrayal of Cassie is enjoyable, but her character feels a bit unnecessary in the grand scheme. Her arc only adds a little to the movie, and it could have been cut out without affecting the plot too much. All in all, while the acting and characters are enjoyable, they can't save the movie from its lackluster plot. And with that, let's move on to a plot overview. The altogether storyline was very fast-paced, almost too fast for my liking, and when it comes to the quantum realm, I found it a bit goofy. I mean, why are there humans down there? It would have been more creative to have more of those alien-like beings in that universe. The battle between the good guys and Kang and his legends was quite generic and boring. It just seemed lazy to me. And why did the quantum realm have guns and spaceships, like any other universe? I was hoping for something more unique. Honestly, they could have done away with Kang as the conqueror of the quantum realm altogether. He could have just been stuck there and the characters get sucked in and have to deal with him. This would have eliminated the need for weak robot guards and rebel leaders. Overall, I found the setting to be a bit disjointed and it never really clicked for me. In the final battle scene, it just feels like it's already been done before and we need something more different. So in terms of plot, it fell short for me. But let's see what else Ant-Man 3 has to offer in the next segment about music and sound design. Ant-Man 3's music and sound design is pretty good. The score opens with a theme from Quantumania, which is a more thunderous and dramatic version of Beck's Ant-Man theme. The composer, Christoph Beck, then starts to iterate with a newly involved Ant-Man ostinato, mixing short repeating riffs with wondrous strings and woodwinds. The music starts to build notes from the full theme, incriminating both volume and intensity until a loud synthy blast propels it into action. This orchestral grandiosity continues until a finishing crescendo is reached, and the track comes to a quietly fading close. We Should Be Dead introduces the Quantum Realm theme, a quietly mischievous and wondrous 5-note motif that plays throughout the track. Skies of Axia continues where it left off, with the new Quantum Realm theme playing loudly and boldly through several grand orchestral movements. The score's standout action set piece, The Hunter, muscles into the center stage with its own new villain theme, MODOK. The track opens dramatically, introducing the 7-note theme in boldly emphatic villain mode. Darkly ominous percussion follows the introduction, hammering the imminent threat of the character home throughout. The theme for Kang the Conqueror, another thematic repertoire of Beck's, starts as a deep, ominous percussion ostinato of 50 Shades of Kang. The new motif then builds in its malice on increasingly foreboding brass until arriving at another crescendo. Overall, the music and sound design of Ant-Man 3 are pretty impressive. With its new themes, innovative mixing of music elements, and dramatic crescendos, the music perfectly complements the film's action and brings out the characters' emotions, making the movie even more thrilling and enjoyable. It is clear that Christoph Beck put a lot of thought into the music, and it paid off pretty well. So, there you have it. My final thoughts on Ant-Man 3. In total, the movie was okay, but it's not the strongest entry into Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. While it has its moments of humor and action,
In the galaxy. Holy, that guy looks like broccoli.
I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for new Marvel fans who are just starting to explore this world. That being said, if you're a diehard fan of the Ant-Man character, or the MCU in general, you'll probably find things to enjoy in this movie. But for me, it just didn't quite live up to my expectations. So with that in mind, I'm going to give Ant-Man 3 a rating of 6 out of 10. It's not a bad movie by any means, but it's not one of the best either. And with that, I come to the end of my review of Ant-Man 3. I hope you found this video informative and entertaining. I tried my best to provide a detailed analysis of the movie without giving away too many spoilers. Now, it's time for me to hear your thoughts and opinions. Did you enjoy the movie? What do you think about the plot, characters, and action sequences? Do you agree or disagree with my review? I encourage you to leave comments in the section below. I always love reading your feedback and engaging with you in discussions. Let's keep the conversation going. Also, don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful. And subscribe to my channel for more reviews, analysis, and discussions. And if you want to stay up to date with my latest content, hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. Thank you once again for watching. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video.